Hi everyone and welcome back to this channel if you're returning, and if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just found one of my videos and you're just clicking on this for the first time, my name is Arlene. I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And on this channel you will find mostly twin flame guidance, some spiritual guidance, sometimes both combined. But either way, trust if you found this channel, it's for a very good reason. And clearly, if you saw the title, then there could be a message here for you. So thank you for stopping by, and I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch, to like, to subscribe, to comment, for booking my services, for joining my workshops, everything you do for my channel. I appreciate you all so much. And I send you all so much love and gratitude and many blessings, because I really do appreciate you all very much. My older viewers and my new ones, you all help to make the channel what it is, so thank you. So let's get into this message now. I told you a few nights ago that I found myself during my meditation in almost like a column of blue, some sort of blue ray. It was all around me, a column of blue light, and I kept on hearing blue rays, and I've been seeing a lot of blue flames and stuff like that. So I've felt called to do like a twin flame reading, as well, a starseed twin flame reading. So it's kind of both. It's for starseeds, light workers, but I also feel a lot of the sort of main starseeds and light workers that watch this channel are also twin flames. So I guess we're going to combine the two. But we'll see what wants to come through. But I'm using the decks I was told to use. I'm using my Lemurian decks. I'll pull a message from the Lemurians at the end. I'm working with Archangel Raphael's deck, so definitely a lot of healing going on. And we'll pull a few starseed oracles and see what wants to come through. And I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to pull some messages for the twin flame love connection. I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm going to pull a few charms, but that might be in a separate video. But let's see. Let's begin. Okay. I set the intention with this message that whoever finds it, whoever connects with this message online, you feel the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings that are channeled through with this message from the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout as I bring forward this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward this message for the collective and the Twin Flame Collective at this time. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Can also request that whoever watches this message, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and pets also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective and the collective overall's highest and greatest good at all times as I bring forward this message. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So let's clear the energy. And I will start saying, for anyone who doesn't like the chime, when I say clear the energy, I hit a chime 3 times. So, because I saw a comment yesterday under some of my older videos saying, please stop hitting that thing. But unfortunately, that's how I like to clear the energy. So I will try and remember and pre-warn people. Okay. Now, there's a couple of songs been coming through today, and whenever I get songs, I do feel like it's, if you have requested your masculine tells me this song, or it's a song that means something to you or your person or just you in general, but it's some kind of thing, because I feel when people write in the comments, oh, that's our song, that was a song that I listened to when I was with my person and stuff. So there's two songs coming through. I'm going to burp again. Sorry, for those of you who just tuned into one of my meshes, I'm not just gross. As soon as I tap in to the masculine energy or into the divine energies, I start to transmute, and that's what the burping is. So I do apologise. So one song that's been coming through was "At Last My Love Has Come Along. My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, at last." So that song came through for someone. And what was the other song I heard? Oh, Elvis Presley. Love me tender, love me true. Never to forget. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. I can't remember all the words properly. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled, for my darling, I love you, and I always will. So that's the two songs coming through. So if those are significant for someone, that is the songs that are coming through. So just so you might be someone that goes, oh yeah, that was a song that my person sent me, or something like that. So that's two songs that come through that mean something to someone who's watching this message. So let's see, let's get down to business and see what's coming through. Let's get down to business. That's a new thing for me. Let's get down to business. So maybe that's somebody else says that. Maybe someone says that to you. So let's get down to business. I don't know, but that's not generally something I say. So I'm definitely channeling someone else there. So let's see. Messages for the Twin Flame and the Starseed Collective. What you want now there? I do feel now. A couple of days ago when I told you about what happened to me, I started to see the next day, I saw a couple of other people channel similar about blue flame activations and stuff like that. So I do feel there's some sort of mass activation happening. Certainly for those of us who are awakened, there's a mass activation, and for those that are not awakened, I feel there's a mass awakening currently happening. So let me see what wants to come through. So let's see. Can I get some guidance, please, for the Twin Flame Collective? What the messages are for the Starseeds and the Twin Flame Collective. So it says, forge, don't follow. Time to pave a new path and be the leader you wish you had. So I love this card, not just because I love this deck, but I love this card, what it means. You know, it's like it's time when you look at, why can't I speak tonight? When you look at someone or something and you go, wow, I wish I had that kind of person in my life to push me to be the best version of myself. Or if you look at someone in the public eye and go, wow, they're such a great person to be in the public eye, you know, because they've got great morals, they stand up for what's right, they're standing up for everyone. And you look at them and go, wow, they're leading people in the right way. You know, they're a public figure, but they're leading people in the right way. So when you look at all the qualities you admire in others, and then I'd put that into yourself and go, and I'm capable of those things. I'm capable of, you know, guiding people and showing people the path forward and being a light to others. And, you know, so I love that card because I love what it stands for. We're all capable of being that leader that we admire and aspire to be. We're all capable of doing it. So this could be for Starseeds and Twin Flames here who are definitely stepping up or being activated or being reactivated. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of cards that come out. Oh my goodness. 4 cards all came out at the same time from different parts of the deck, might add. So, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremities of life. And what's this? You got the love. It says, Hadrian energy, codependency and boundaries. So those cards alone, those cards, 2 cards alone, just tell me here that for many of you, you've just had to release, and karmic relationship card come out as well. Interesting. And that I remember was the 4th card that came out. So I feel this is a message for a lot of masculines who are definitely going through some sort of activation right now. Divine feminines also, but the divine masculines, the divine feminines are more aware of them themselves being activated, whereas masculines are just trying to sort of remember the plan. And I definitely feel they're just sort of waking up to they've got something they need to do. Like, I feel like a lot of masculines are just literally waking up and thinking, there's something I have to do. I know I've got something that I'm supposed to be doing right now. I feel that. Like, it's, I mean, the karmic relationships, it says, Chiron energy, polarity, soul growth and conflict. So, something here, you know, this boundaries and karmic relationships, but this also surrendering and falling to my arm, that's just surrendering to the divine and to the divine will and the divine process and the divine flow. So I feel this is for a lot of masculines here, that they've had to go through some sort of karmic lesson or focus on some sort of karmic release here from past lives. And it is bringing them to this. I remember. The soul plan, yes. The fated life versus the destined life. So this is what I feel. This is masculine leaders here who, whatever's going on right now, very, very strong galactic energies around us all right now, between the Lyrans, the Syrians, the Pleiadians, the Lemurians. But I do feel the masculines here are being very, very much activated here into their leader roles. They've had to go through some sort of karmic release. I keep hearing karmic release. And with that song at last coming through, it makes me think that it's taken some of them a while, and you might actually say, Divine Feminine, at last. At last they get it. At last they understand the soul plan. But I do feel this is a big activation coming in here. Yes, Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Time to call in your support. Look at that. Now, I mean, I feel what was happening to me the other day is happening to many people. And it's definitely happening to my masculine as well, because whatever you're going through, your masculine's definitely going through the same. If you're going through like a soul chakra or a universal chakra upgrade, then you can definitely bet your masculine's going through the same. If you're getting a causal chakra upgrade or something like that, you can bet your masculine's getting the same. So whatever this is, it's activating your masculines. Yeah, because there's Mars energy on the bottom. The Great Severing, the Mars energy coming through. So that there's a lot of Chiron and Mars energy here. So for some of you, there could be, with that full moon there, there could be like Chiron, Aries placements in Chiron. There could be could be Mars placement significant to you and your masculines right now. So, breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, maximizing the universe. So my will to thy will is, as I told you, just surrendering to the divine order. Surrendering to the divine plan, surrendering to the contract that you have already agreed to before incarnating into this lifetime. So And I was speaking to a lady, a lovely lady on the phone a couple of nights ago, and I was explaining to her, and she was understanding the concept that, you know, we make all these agreements before we even enter the birth canal. We even choose our mother. What lessons we want to learn from our mother is very important. You know, for example, if your mother is controlling, it's to push you to take back control of your life. Because your mother is like the first person teaching you lessons from the moment you're born. If you have an overprotective mother, it has to push you to be more independent. If you have a very cold mother who doesn't really show much affection, then it pushes you to focus more on self-love and self-soothing and self-healing and things. So our mother is our first point of contact for our lessons when we incarnate. And we choose our mother for that reason, and we make that agreement with our mother, the soul who is in our mother, before we incarnate into this lifetime. But also not just our mother, we make plans with everyone, our friends, basically our star family, our soul tribe, our friends, our family, our you know, relationships, but most of all our masculines. So let's see what else wants to come through from this deck that are significant right now for the Starseed Collective and the Twin Flame Collective. So the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Now this is just, I get this card a lot, and in my third eye, I mean, I see this card a lot in my third eye, and that's what my guides show me that all the time about me. And that's why I love this card so much. I actually bought this deck purely because my guides kept on showing me this card. And I eventually looked up which deck had the Courageous Peony card in it, and it showed me this deck. And I bought this deck because this is the deck my guides kept on showing me. So there's definitely a lot here to be said about just allowing yourself to be seen. Don't be afraid to be yourself or let your light shine. Because trust me, the more you do, the more the rewards. And, you know, people allow their ego and their fear and stuff to hold them back, thinking they've got too much to lose, when actually you only lose the things that were never part of your journey anyway. You only lose the people and things that were only there to teach you something, teach you a lesson. They're not actually there as part of your true destined path. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. So again, a beautiful reminder, we are all connected. We're all integrated, and I feel that strong connection right now. It's time for souls to integrate, it's time to activate, it's time to awaken. And, you know, it's, as I say, it's not just me that's picking up on this. This is a very strong message that's coming through from a lot of platforms right now. Let's see. Definitely this, I feel this is a group of masculines here. So the void, it says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Now the void is literally where you go. It's like the waiting room to the next step of your journey. It's kind of like the waiting room, you know, where you know you're meant to be doing something more, but you're kind of stuck. And many people I know are feeling that way right now, where you don't feel comfortable in your current jobs. You're trying to transition from your 9-to-5s, like whatever you're doing, whether you're working in business or, you know, whatever you're doing, pardon me, sorry. And you're now looking for ways to transition into spiritual work. And a lot of you are kind of sitting in that void right now, where you're like, okay, I've done the healing work, I've healed the separation, I'm focusing on myself, self-love, self-care, you know, I'm kind of stuck in the in-between right now, where if I leave my current job, I'm going to end up losing money. So, and I'm not quite sure my next steps. So I do feel for many of you, this is what's coming in here. Your next steps are coming in, and I feel, oh, excuse me, I do feel those next steps will involve a lot of you. It's your masculines who's going to be working with you. Oh my goodness. The seeds of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light. Now, the Mintakans are the original light workers. That they're called the original light workers because Mintaka was a divine feminine planet. Very much those of you that connect with Mintaka, it was about mermaids. It was a water-based planet, so the divine feminines that lived there spent most of their time in water, and they were very much like mermaids, and they had a very strong connection with aquatic creatures and things. Mintaka was destroyed, so a lot of the Mintakan people had to leave. They moved to different places around Orion's belt and things like that. They had to find homes. So for many starseeds from Mintaka, you have encountered numerous different star constellations and things like that because you have moved around a lot. And that's why they always say people from Mintaka always feel a sense of homesick because they can never return to their actual home. But this is just saying that you guys are here to seed the light and to bring the unseen back to the forefront here for people. Lost lands, your memories and gifts, you've done this all before. Yeah, see? This, you have agreed this in this lifetime here for a reason. It's, you have agreed to take on this particular challenge at this time because this is at a point where Gaia truly needs all the light workers and all the starseeds to step up here and take on the role that they were contracted to do. It's like, you know, your soul gifts and stuff are coming back online for a reason. So it says double mission. Light, there we go, light workers, starseeds, time to serve the world just by being you. Just what I was talking about, see? It's a time to step up here, and I'm feeling this is a lot of masculines here that are now feeling this, they're understanding this. So big picture thinking, Pleiadian energy, visions and inspired ideas. So definitely Lemurian, Pleiadian, Mintaka, Lyran, starseed energy, all of that coming through here strongly. So you might associate with any of those, and Sirian energy as well, Sirius. Anything else from this deck, and I'm going to pull a few cards and we'll see what's been healing in the masculine. So Messenger, Sirius energy. Oh my goodness, Sirius energy, just as I was talking about that. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance back. So look at that. So yeah, for many right now, I feel this is what's happening. This is what's happening. And it says the earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, time to slow down and spend time in nature. So I feel whoever this group is here, this group of feminines and masculines I'm connecting to here, it's definitely a time to reconnect here with Gaia. Really a time to spend as much time in Mother Nature as you can, because as your soul gifts and stuff are getting stronger and stronger, the more time you need to spend grounding your energy, because that is so important. A lot of people have reached out to me and said, oh, this energy is crazy, I feel so overwhelmed. And the best thing you can do is go outside and spend time in nature. When you feel overwhelmed with your you know, like strong, people are all saying their left ears are ringing, their right ears are ringing, they're feeling head pressure, they're feeling just fresh air. Nature will help to settle all that for you. So sorry, I thought that was one coming out, but it wasn't. Called Soul Gifts and Training, it's time to step up. So there we go, and I do feel this is the masculines. I do feel this is for many of you, this is your masculine's energy right now. They've been told it's time to step up. Yeah, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So a lot of what you've been going through recently has all been for a reason, both you and your masculines. You know, it's not just a case of you've went through all this suffering and it's been for nothing. It's because everything that you have gone through here has been to lead you to this very, very point where you are here to be a powerful light and a powerful influence to guide others, and just to guide others home. You're all the lighthouses here that's guiding people through the darkness. So just remember that. That's important to be a light as much as you can to others. So Earth, so it says learning how to be in this world but not of it, and Earth School. So both about learning. Yeah, I feel this is about you guys as well, but also it's just saying that we're all here to learn. Our souls are here to learn and evolve all the time. But I think it's also about you guys teaching others and helping others to see their true potential and understand that they're part of this Earth School as well. So, hi Reth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So I think this is just saying that for many of you who are watching this now, you completely understand this process, you completely understand what's going on, you completely understand there's much more, and like these beautiful beings around us all the time, all around us, every single day and every single night, are here to help us, to guide us. And you know, we've been led to believe all these numerous lifetimes. I can't believe what just jumped out. They've been here to guide us all these numerous lifetimes, and we've been taught to turn away from them, fear them and everything. So, and then to make things even more crazy, we found out that we are actually connected to them too. So there's definitely a huge change coming in here for Earth, for all of us. And it's just a time to embrace your destined path here for many of us. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activations, integration time. So I cannot believe I said right at the start, I felt there was integration here, and I felt it with when the Star Family card came out. I felt there's a huge integration happening right now in the collective with the star seeds right now. So definitely though, I feel strongly that this is the masculines coming through here. I definitely feel the masculines are getting this activation, what I was talking about as well. So that's coming through strongly, and I actually forgot this card was in the deck, so that did catch me off guard there. I can understand now why I was told to use this deck. I was actually shown another card in my other deck, which I might just do in a different deck, but I might just do the reading for that tomorrow, and so I can get an early night. Flipping the deck on I'm Sorry. So it says defensiveness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So this is to do with your ancestors that, you know, are apologising that you've been kind of left to deal with the things that they couldn't achieve. So for many of you, you have done that. You have stepped up. You have been the anchor for your lineage, your soul lineage and stuff. But also you have been the person to break a lot of those curses and things like that. You know, I mean, it is a thing. The generational curse breakers are a significant thing, and they are. And definitely there's been other things, not just the curse breaking, but stuff that your ancestors tried and failed, and then when you have managed to achieve it in this lifetime, they're so proud of you, and they're sorry that you've had to go through all this because of the fact they couldn't achieve it. So let's see. Let's find out what's going on with the twin flames for this message. What time are we on? Okay. Heartbreaking endings, positive mindset, and gratitude and blessings. So this is just saying, which it sounds like a real oxymoron, doesn't it? Be grateful for the endings in your life. Be grateful for all the painful endings and all the betrayals, because they have all been, remember you got that cracked open card, they have all been significant on your journey somehow and have led you to this point. So tell me more about So partying, time with friends, having fun, being happily single, living in the moment. Now, I feel this is an important message to say, that these betrayals, these shocking endings, these sudden endings have all led you to a place of abundance, because you're now focusing on yourself. You're focusing on being present and enjoying life as a single person, because that is the best way to be in a relationship, is to do that. And it sounds, yeah, it sounds crazy, but healing on your own, focusing on being single, focusing loving your life as a single person, actually gets you prepared for the relationship you need and you want. Because when I say the relationship you need, the kind of relationship that balances you out, that doesn't go against the grain of who you are. So when you focus on the positives and realise that a lot of the heartbreaks and things like that from the past have led you to this point of being blessed and being very abundant, but healing your heart and this single energy has been a huge turning point for many of you. So I know for a lot of you watching this, you have been doing that. You've been focusing on finding happiness and joy and just being single and loving life, and that is truly the way to the perfect relationship. So someone is interested in you, blossoming romance, flirting, and wants to date. Ooh, so I mean this Love Me Tender, and we got that song at last as well. So this tells me someone wants to talk. But not only that, someone wants to date you. Because we got in this card, someone wants to date you, and this is meeting, savouring the moment, building friendship. So I do feel for many of you, this is your past person coming in who does want to start to rebuild things with you. And for many of you, they do have to rebuild things, because the progress card here, the time and the ship. So this, for many of you, this is definitely someone you've moved on from. This is someone you've cut ties with from the past. And it's especially when you're on a twin flame journey. When your person does come back, you do have to learn about each other again. It doesn't matter how well you feel you know each other. When you're both awakened, there's a whole new relationship to explore. Yeah, the picture, looking at pictures of you, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. I'm focusing more on the making new memories for that card, because I do feel for many of you it's a time to leave the bad memories, you know, the memories of this behind, and focus on new exciting adventures together, new fun memories together with your person. And the butterfly in the bottom, yeah, evolving, growing, learning from everything you've gone through, learning from those painful endings, because when you both do that and you understand why you're here and why you had to learn things the way you did, yeah, why you had to go into separation, exactly, why things had to end the way they did, because it's just, all it means is that you were both not ready to fully step into your union energy together. I mean, the union energy is always within you, Divine Feminine. So I'm just going to clarify that. You are the union. Divine Feminines, you are the union. But I mean like your union in the 3D, the physical union, where you're both connecting physically and not just energetically. So the date card came out again. This is someone who definitely wants to date. I don't know who this is for, but you're about to hear from someone that, now either this is someone you met online before and you've dated in the past, but this is someone who definitely wants to date you. Who is this person that's very, very keen here to date? This is someone you definitely went through an ending with. The Dragonfly. So this is someone coming in light-hearted. Yeah, someone who wants to heal from the past. Someone who's changed and transformed their life here. Someone who's awakened now. This could be a masculine, because I was picking up that masculine energy from the Starseed deck. So there's definitely someone who's chasing passion, but the coffin's here. So this person may have just been chasing passionate, yeah, twin flame and not enough. So this is your twin flame here. There was not enough not enough of a connection, not enough reciprocation, not enough balance because it was off balance here with the golden mirror. There wasn't enough reciprocation here to keep this connection alive, and every twin flame connection has to have a separation. It has to have a separation. That's how you both heal. So the runner, talking, and mask. So I do feel you have the runner here who's about to take off their mask and doesn't want to talk. I mean, we've got 3 cards with the word date on it. So let's see. Tell me about this person that wants to date. Tell me about this person that wants to date. So look at that, love and soul contract. So this is definitely someone here who's ready to fulfill their contract. And the hammers in the bottom, rebuilding. So that Page of Pentacles energy coming through as well. So this is definitely, I feel this is for a group of masculines here who are very much awakened, because I'm not picking up just one energy here. I'm picking up a lot of very, very powerful masculine energy, and I split the deck on wedding rings and the coffin. So for some of you, this could have been people who had to put an end to a marriage they were in, but I just feel this is more to do with a new beginning for you guys, where it's going to be this beautiful union energy coming through. Let's see. Yeah, sudden change. Now this could be, I don't really, I've got the other deck there, but earlier on when I was just making dinner, and I had this card come into my third eye. That's most of the time how I know which cards to use, because my guides show me a card in my third eye. And a card came up, and it was out of my my shaman, I think it's my shaman deck. What deck is it? It's the Wild Unknown. The Wild Unknown pocket archetypes deck I have, and it was called the Fault Line. And when I looked up the meaning of the card, it said something that you know is going to change, something's going to break, something's going to change very, very suddenly. And just when I keep getting that sudden card coming out of this deck, the Fault Line card is about when, you know, like when you're walking on very thin ice and you know it's about to break any moment. And you know you can't stop the change from happening. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. That ice is going to break whether you like it or not. The change is going to happen. So there definitely could be something coming through here for maybe a number of masculines who they were trying to ignore the fault line. They were trying to ignore the cracks, but then something happened. So, give me a few cards in here. So this could... So the seed, now look, we were talking about perils last night. This is something, now this tells me that the masculines I'm picking up on here, they're understanding now the hidden perils of wisdom and the treasure that has come from this connection with you. They're remembering the divine plan, but they're remembering the divine plan, but they're also understanding that when they met you, it planted a seed within them of remembrance. And the shadow side, yeah, that masculine energy, they know that's because they had to then focus on their shadow and try and, I mean, the masculines, they stay in shadow even when you're in union. But they also have to start opening up a bit more to the light within them. And I feel like you were the seed of light that was placed inside this masculine or group of masculines here. So the prayer is all about faith and healing. So for a lot of the masculines now, they're starting to live their lives from a different belief system, and it's through their heart space. So the mystic, so look at that. So this is like this is just telling me that, and I love how it's got that moth on there. So definitely that beautiful transformative energy coming through, and the forest. So the masculines are now understanding here that you are the basis for their transformation. You stand in your mysticism, your mystery, your intrigue, And for a while, the masculines haven't been able to see clearly with that forest. They haven't been able to see clearly, but now they're sitting in that faith, and they're sitting in their faith, they're healing, they're understanding you were what was feeding the light into them all along. Yeah, the empty room, and a lot of them were in this, and the mentors here. A lot of them were living like this. No, you know, they had no real goal or aspiration. They felt stuck, they felt empty, they felt void of anything in their life, and then you come along, this little peril. And Eros is all to do with that, activating that powerful masculine energy, but also helping them to see more the shadowy side of their masculinity as well. And it's focusing, making them kind of heal through the sort of root and sacral chakra as well, because that's a lot of root and sacral chakra energy with that card. But yeah, you've taught them a little thing or two. They're no longer just focusing on their root and sacral chakra needs. They're now focusing on unconditional love, and that's what I felt. They're now focusing on the heart space. So the storm. Now that's a couple of cards I've had the last few days about storms, and there is a storm coming in called, I think it's called Storm Amy or something, tomorrow. It's already kind of started here. So there's definitely some sort of clearing coming in here, some sort of storm that's going to clear. It's going to clear and cause fresh energy. Some sort of storm is coming in here, and that's what the fault line I think was showing me. Like, these masculines couldn't hide the cracks anymore. They can't paper over the cracks. They can't just keep walking on thin ice and not expecting to fall through at any moment. But the Poets here show, which is definitely someone who's starting to open up to their more romantic nature, and you could definitely have been, you got the Mentor card, so you could definitely have been this person's, you know, you could definitely have been, I don't know where I saw the Mentor card, but I thought I saw the Mentor card. Yeah, you could be this person's mentor though. So the jungle, where am I getting the jungle from? I don't know. When I say things, it's for a reason. So there could be something about jungle. You could live close to the jungle. Maybe you and your person did some sort of excursion or want to do some sort of jungle excursion. The Judge. So this is sometimes about getting karma, or about being judged by the ancestors and things. But I feel this person is more telling me, see, yeah, there's the Mentor card. I feel this person's more trying to tell me that I think this person has hidden a lot of the romantic side, or this masculines have hidden a lot of the romantic side from you. They've definitely, yeah, because the Queen's here in the bottom, Divine Feminine Energy. I feel like you have encouraged this person to step into more to this romantic, unconditional love energy. So let's see, but I do feel for many of the masculines, they just couldn't ignore the fault line anymore. And you know, I feel like my guides showed me that card for a reason. So let's see what's been healing in the masculine. I'm going to pull a few charms, and then I'll get a message from the Lemurians. Beautiful Lemurian family. So can I get some messages here from Archangel Raphael of what's been healing right now in these masculines who seem to be stepping up here. Tell me what's healing in the masculine energies. Okay, you came to serve. Simple. You came to serve. Oh, is that because of my daughter? So you came to serve. That's what's happening right now. The masculines are realizing they're here to be of service. You have helped them to open up their memories. You're helping them to remember their soul gifts. But definitely there's something activating in many masculines right now. Your soul will find those who are meant to experience life with. This is exactly what I was talking about. when I was saying about being your authentic self, your soul will align with those. And I've discovered that. I don't know about you guys, but the more I have been my authentic self and stayed true to my authentic self and who I am, the more people I've connected with and basically magnetized into my life, because people who completely get me now, and the people who are still in my life, they love me for me regardless of my weirdness and my quirkiness, and that is when you know they're part of your soul group. So this is so true. Healing the past to fix tomorrow. So there's definitely something here, and I was definitely getting that at the start with the karmic relationships. I did feel there was some sort of karmic release here for this masculine or this group of masculines that had to push them into a higher state of consciousness. True love can never really be lost. So this coming out just after the past card makes me think this is a very powerful love connection from other lifetimes. So there's definitely, and because I did see the blowing a kiss card, and that didn't actually come out on the table, but every time I stopped shuffling it was on the bottom of the deck. So there definitely is some sort of unconditional love that has held you guys together here. I'm going to pull a few charms in a moment. So always in motion, and it's so true. Your soul never stops. Your soul is never in race mode. Your human vessel is, but your soul never. It says, listen to the voice within. Listen to the voice within when it persists. This is what I feel. My guides were showing me that fault line card. I just saw 4646, which is 1010. And this is what I was feeling. For many masculines who have been ignoring this call and ignoring the cracks in their karmic situations, this is what I feel. It's almost like they can't hide it anymore. You have the power to make yourself better. Yeah, you can't ignore the cracks anymore. You just have to focus on improving yourself. Rather than feeling all the stuff you don't have and the stuff you're not good at and the stuff that you can't achieve and the stuff you've not achieved, focus on all the stuff you can and you have, and all the good things that you've done, and you have the power to change it. You have the power to change it. Time to share your gifts. Very healing. Powerful green energy, powerful healing energy. Anything else, Archangel Raphael? You are your purpose. This is just saying that you, and we got that card, the Starseed card, double mission. You are a light worker, you're a Starseed. All you have to do is just be yourself. You are serving the world just by being your true authentic self. You are your purpose. All is well. All is well. And the more you just focus on that energy, all is well in my life, things will start to turn around. Sorry. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. Exactly what I was just saying. Changing your mindset around. And I'm going to put out a video about how to very, very quickly change stuff around. I teach at my workshops, I teach about frequencies and dimensions and things, and I can tell you can actually turn your thinking around. You can actually turn your mindset around just by focusing on different frequencies and stuff like that. So I will definitely do a video about that at some point. The path may be bumpy, but it will alter soon. So this is just saying that the road's about to smooth out. It's going to be smooth sailing, smooth path forward. Trust in the wise spirits, and your prayers will be answered. Now, you got the prayer card, and I said someone's definitely praying more and tapping more into their divine guidance. So that's just another confirmation. Prayers are being answered here, but I do feel this is definitely a message for light workers, starseeds, but mostly masculines, I feel, that are being told it's time to step up. The first step is taken. You have asked for help on the bottom of the deck. So I feel there's definitely praying for help and stuff here as well. You know, many masculines are praying for help and support, and where do I go from here and stuff like that. I'm going to get a few charms, and I'm going to pull a message from the Lemurians. Again, longer than I expected, but I just have to go with the flow. So let's see. Okay. Oh, one just flew out of my hand. And what is it? It's a little starfish. So, little starfish. So, spiritual awakening. As I said, mass awakenings. And the arrow again. Now, the arrow's been coming out a lot. So definitely, the arrow is also a sign of you're on the right path. Your journey is taking you on the right path. And you've got the card of your path is getting smoother. The bumps in your path are coming to an end. And as I say, I always see when I see the arrow, I think of Eros. We actually get the Eros card and Cupid and also Sagittarius. But definitely on the right track. What do we have here? Oh, beautiful. The deer. So this is a female deer, so divine feminine energy. So definitely you could have a deer as your spirit animal. Oh, a little birdhouse. Now the birdhouse definitely signifies new beginnings. A birdhouse can signify like when something has come to an end to allow for the new to begin. So there's definitely some sort of new beginning coming in here, or you could be someone who has a little birdhouse like just like this outside your window or something. Never ever give up. So I love this. Just keep going and don't give up because you're so close to achieving something here. So I have a Dalmatian. So someone could have a Dalmatian or someone could love Dalmatian dogs. What do we have here? Oh, we have a cat. So this cat likes to come out nearly every reading now. So we have a little cat. So cats in that Lyra energy, Lyran energy. The bugle that came out, sorry, it's not even a bugle tonight, it's an actual trumpet. So somebody could play the trumpet or the trombone or something. But the trumpet just is like, as I say, it's just a wake-up call. The turtle, so again, the turtle comes out a lot, and the turtle is always a sign for me of ancient wisdom, but also of things have taken a bit of time. But the turtle is slow and steady. It keeps moving. It doesn't stop, it just keeps moving and it always gets to its destination, but it just takes a bit longer. So the gun is here. So the gun, again, is for me like new beginnings, new cycle. You know, at the start of a race, the little gun goes off at the start to signify it's time to go. But guns could be significant. I mean, somebody could have been in the military or in the police force or something like that. What do we have here? Bumblebee. So community, partnerships, teamwork, working together to achieve your goals, but also harmony and sun and love and stuff like that. The crab, Cancerian energy, but also the crab tends to move in an unusual way, so you can never really truly gauge which way a crab's going to go because they move sideways in all different ways. So I always say, whenever I get to see the crab, always makes me think of the Chariot and Cancerian energy and stuff like that. But it's also about it's very unpredictable on the way things are going to go. But also the crab is also for me very emotional energy, deep emotions, and can sometimes be a bit snippy. And I only say that because my youngest is a Cancerian and she can be a bit snippy when she wants to be. So brave, just keep doing you and keep being brave enough to be bold and keep showing up in the world for yourself first and foremost. And the star, so definitely starseed energy, that missing home. We have the skull, which is death and rebirth energy, but also Halloween coming up. So definitely, and we got quite a lot about that, coffins and death. So, and the whale tail. So again, strength, power, survival, potential, all these things, strong connection to the oceans, Mintaka and things like that as well. And what's this little thing here? Oh, that's that little tiny one again. It says true love. So it's a little true love trinket. So I told you this is a very strong love connection, as well as being a starseed and light workers. So I'm going to let the Lemurians choose a card from here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm just giving it one more shuffle. And then I'm going to, some cards just decided to come out on their own. A lot of cards now are trying to come out on their own. So I'm just going to read one though. So let's see. I'll maybe just hold up to the camera and we'll pick one. Can I get a card that best sums up this message for the Twin Flame and the Starseed Collective, please and thank you. Our beautiful Lemurian family. So let's see which card they want me to read to close out this message. Which one, please and thank you. Oh, there's only one right at the back here. So this one here. Life force energy. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, transformation. So again, that death and rebirth coming through so strongly. What number's the transformation? 53. And right behind the 53 it says unique gifts, 55. So this is card 34. So let's see. Life force energy. Energy, mana, Aina, the rainbow spectrum, bright white light, Reiki, celebrating life, God force energy, optimal health, being vibrant, alive, thriving, nature, conscious consumption. Eden, the body is a temple, bringing earth into balance. Cell rejuvenation and activations, yes. The love of the land. Oh, I love that. Okay. So what happens when we seek to maximize the life force energy in everything we do? Towards the completion of this oracle deck, I was called to visit Hawaii. I heard it is known to be the last remaining part of the lost continent of Lemuria. I went with an open mind and was sincerely blown away by the incredible level of life force energy radiating there. I am an avid traveller and seeker of high vibrational places, but I had never experienced such potency of the magic, the main inspiration of my art, in every cell of every bright green leaf. I could sense the songs of Lemuria in this pristine place. I discovered I had been dreaming of this place my whole life. The crystalline waterfalls, rainbow diffused skies, exotic flowers and opulent plant life was so present that you couldn't help but see it radiate aura around everything. Aina is a Hawaiian term for energy and sacred land. It seemed to me that mana and Aina are one and the same thing. One day when I was sitting on Red Sand Beach, I had a vision of an overlaying dimension that spanned our physical world. This overlay was the God force of life force in its purest and highest vibration. The vision presented an array of objects similar to this physical plane from lower vibrational concrete. Processed chemicals and suffering imbued consumable to the higher biodynamic earthly offerings and the vibrant lands that surrounded me in that moment. The experience imprinted the depths of my being with the remembering that we can bring this beautiful blue planet back to its former glory, starting with our own temples and personal places of Eden. I realised that maximising one's life force energy was a gateway to bringing heaven and earth By aligning our choices with a higher frequency, we will naturally create more opportunities to ground this somehow forgotten light. When we know the joy of this life force within and around and are vibrating alive, we can't help but inspire others to choose the same path. It's time for celebration, revel in the bliss of being alive. This is an incredibly healing card packed with luminous life force energy for optimal health and healing. It reminds you to seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. As much as it's possible, consider the food you eat, the environment you spend your time in, the people you have in your life, and even the things you want to increase your awareness of on your journey and how they came to be in your world in the first place, and their energetic resonance in your life. Are they alive and vibrant? You may also be inspired to work with healing energies such as Reiki or with the land, perhaps to grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a place of the Garden of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. So there is a beautiful healing card that is spoken about here. And I guess I'm well over the hour. But just I wanted to get this message out because this is the card the Lemurians chose for you to listen to. So I hope that has been helpful and it really connects with whoever it's meant to, and I look forward to catching up with you all tomorrow. So let's close out, sending love and blessings to you, your home, your family and your pet, and God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time we've spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care everyone, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Namaste.